What's up, y'all? It's your boy Andre. Welcome back to another episode of Making Dollars and Cents with my dog, Ron Cunningham. Big Ron, what's the deal? What's up, man?
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. Took a little time off, man, but we back. I went out to a couple other states. I mean, of course, we're based out of California, but the business for me is in other states, Detroit being one of them. Yeah. I took a little time out and visited that area. And now I'm back to do this with you, man.
Nah, for real. I was talking to Jocelyn. I ended up going to like this it was like a yoga session.
Oh, I heard.
Yeah, but I seen Jocelyn. She was like, "Yo, y'all need to get in Detroit." Yeah, because she was like, it was a crazy deal. I think it was like what 30 units, 33 units. Mm-hmm. I think the price was around like $700K.
$695.
And she was saying that fixed up, that building to bring in $40,000 a month.
Well. About that, yeah, it was $695,000, 33 units. Most of them were one bedroom, one bath that rent for $1,000 per unit. But there are some of the units that were two bedrooms. Yeah. So it's like 4 or 5 or 6 two bedrooms that go for like $1,200. Yeah. So the math is close.
No, for real.
The math is close.
But even with that, like the crazy thing, and as you always say, like, look, it's opportunities out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about building that portfolio. Yeah. At the end of the day.
But you got to be willing to hop on a plane if you're in California.
Yeah, for real.
Staying here locally, the numbers don't even make sense. To buy a $2 million, rental unit and you're breaking even, or if you're adding money to make sure the mortgage is paid, it makes no sense to me. I don't understand that kind of real estate. So I like to go to states where I'm spending $600 on the mortgage and I'm making $1,200 in payment. Somewhere around those numbers. As long as I'm making double what my mortgage is, I'm okay. That makes sense to me. Anything else, I don't agree with. So I have to get on a plane from time to time, and that's what I did. We went and picked up a few of them, and I come back here and get the loans done for the people, and I'll get back out there in another few months. Do the same thing over and over. But
so y'all see what it is, and we'll jump deeper into that later in the pod. Yeah. But y'all see what it is. But guess what though, man? Look, as I always say. We be having some guests come through, man.
Oh, shit.
We be having some guests come through, and it's always people that I admire myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Always got people coming on that influence me, that I got the utmost respect for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it ain't too many people. It's just a select few.
That's right.
That I be like, you know what? I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because as I always say, like, we be having conversations. You know what I'm saying? Me and my people, but. The world need to see, you know what I'm saying, and need to hear what the conversations be like. You know what I'm saying? Because certain people, they ain't gonna talk to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But they talk to me. They talk to me, man. And today is a dope episode. It's a special episode because I got a big homie of mine. You know what I'm saying? There's not too many people I call a big homie. I got a big homie of mine that, man, is just the utmost respect since day one. And it's crazy because he used to actually play ball with my older brother. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
They thought they was balling back in the day.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, wait.
You know what I'm saying? They thought they was balling back in the day. You know what I'm saying? In football, but football track, man, but this cat, you know what I'm saying, has been a big inspiration since day one, since I first picked up a pair of clippers and was trying to cut hair in Pacoima. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was always like, hey, little bro, look. Hey, keep your mind right. Hey, do this. Yeah. Stay out the way. Yeah. Get the bag. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I always respected him for that, man. And him and my brother, they remind me so much of each other, man. But, today's that day, man. Today's that day because I've been hollering about the podcast.
Yes, sir.
But I was like, man, today we gon' set it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give a big introduction, a special introduction. You know what I'm saying? To my guy, Big Leaf.
Big Leaf.
Big Leaf in the building. What's up, man?
I call him Hacky Lackey, man.
You know what I'm saying? Big Leaf Hacky, you know what I'm saying? Big Leaf, you know what I mean?
I got to give you my story on him, man. He was my workout partner back in the day, man, when I still worked out. Y'all don't work out as much as you can see. Leaf ain't stopped. He been every day since we met.
Oh, yeah.
And, we go way back, man. We used to ride motorcycles together. He's even helped me on a project or two. I had a couple flips back in the day where I ran out of some money, and I called Leaf, and he came through like Superman.
Oh, man.
We worked it out. Got him paid back, whatever the agreement was. We did it. We done it. Got closed out and looking for more. Yeah, it's my guy. Big Leaf, welcome to the show,
Leaf,
man.
what's the
man,
deal?
Thanks, man.
One more time for Big Leaf. One more time. Big Leaf.
That's humbling, man. That's humbling. it really means a lot when you could have people that you care about, kind of say things in front of you and hold you in high regard. So I guess I'm doing something right because the goal is just to impact the people. So, when you can impact the people you love, it's that much more special, man.
That's what's up.
So,
man. And it's love, and it's like Nori always say, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't give people their flowers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, especially our community,
while they're here.
You know what I'm saying? Especially our community. You know what I'm saying? While they're here, they don't never give them their flowers. But on this, we want to give you flowers. You know what I'm saying? For just being a solid cat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being influential. You know what I'm saying? In general, but the city of Pacoima, California. You know what I'm saying? Being influential. We're gonna do some amazing things. You know what I'm saying? We got some events we putting together, so we gonna get you on them stages with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Go, man.
We gotta do it. Yeah. But I know you, and I've known you since I think I was even before I started cutting hair, coming to the barbershop. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think I probably met you when I was all of 15 or 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? But I know you, as I always say, but for the people that don't know who Leaford Hackett is, you know what I'm saying? Who is Big Leaf? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Background, sports, everything. Go back a little bit, Leaford. Let us know.
To kind of consolidate it all, I like to consider myself to be a pretty simply sophisticated kind of guy. Mm-hmm. Right? I want to definitely bring to the world a bit of simplicity, but it's a lot of layers to me. I'm a parent. I'm an ex-football player, ex-athlete. I love entrepreneurship. I've loved it since I was a child. I'm extremely passionate about watching the transformation of things in general. I really live from the ideology of, they say if you tell them, they forget. If you show them, they'll remember. But if you make them a part of it, they'll understand. Mm-hmm. I just like being a part of that understanding, right? I like being a part of the things. I like being a part of the deal. Win, lose, or draw, because you don't always win.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love being a part of the lesson, and sometimes I love teaching the lesson. But I guess just to really kind of tell you who I am, I pretty much grew up in the San Fernando Valley. I took an atypical route to college, didn't do too well on the ACTs and SATs. Went to Valley College, started football. Mm-hmm. From there, I had a variety of opportunities to play college football. I went to Washington State, where I lettered 2 years in football, graduated. Got out.
What degree did you graduate with?
I got a degree in sociology.
Okay.
I'll say this.
Okay.
I definitely respect going to college in my experience, but education or the degree is not what I've leveraged most. It has to be what I continue to promote to this day. It's the ability to build, leverage, and to nurture relationships.
Wow.
That was the number one component of everything. Wow. And years later, my college roommate, shout out to Buki Gates out of Seattle, they some of my best friends to this day, business partners, constituents and all type of stuff, business advisors. So relationships was the one thing I learned from school. I'll say that. So overall, I'm a pretty simple guy. I love to get my hands dirty. I'm a blue collar kind of guy. I don't like to wear suits. If I can have my way, I wear gray t-shirts and joggers for the rest of my life.
That's his uniform, y'all.
Straight up, that's what it is. Blue collar, man. I'm on the ground with it. Yeah, I'll say that.
Hey, one thing I respect a lot is people feel like in business you gotta throw on that suit. You have to. You know what I'm saying? Especially it's more of an East Coast, Midwest type of thing where it's you gotta throw on that suit, or you're not a businessman. You gotta throw on that collared shirt, and it's I've always known you. It's same vibe. Yeah. Basketball shorts, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got the hat, you know what I'm saying? But it's the business mind is a whole nother level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this. When I say that I don't like to do those things, I'm not telling you that they're not necessary. Yeah, okay?
Right.
I'm me, right? And I'm unapologetically me.
Right.
However, we need to see brothers and our peers wear those suits, be in those three-piece.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine. I've always just he's just always been super enlightening. He always tell me, Leaf, man, you need to wear a suit. You need to do this. My buddy Seth Shig, man. I mean, he's just a real well put together kind of guy. Yeah. But the beautiful thing about it is that's him.
That's right.
Right? And I'm not trying to mimic him. I'm me. Yeah. Right? I want to be the guy sitting in the back. I want to be the underdog. Yeah. Right? I want to be the guy that they question. You know why? When I speak, I'm going to shut that shit down. Yeah. That's just what it's about. I'm about the impact. I'm not necessarily about,
the show.
I want to be appropriate, don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. But the three-piece suit, the cutting of the mustache, and that's for somebody else. And if I can't do it, I can hire them to do it.
Yeah.
Right? It's a team thing with me anyway.
Yeah.
So if I don't have it, they got it, man.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Nah,
and I'm fine with that.
Most definitely.
That's real, man. Ever since I've known him, man, he's one of the better speakers that I've ran into in my life, and one of the most probably underdressed. Like Leaford will surprise you. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, I've seen a whole bunch of guys look good, smell good, walk into a room, don't do nothing but stumble when they talk. Yeah. You know, Leaford's gonna have something to say. Yeah. And that's why I respect this dude. So I'm glad we brought that to the table, man. And no matter what you're wearing, brother, it's upstairs. You know, it's upstairs. So welcome to the show, man. And just we really just wanted to dive in and give you opportunity to let the world know who you are, man, and some of your beliefs. We were talking a little earlier off camera about some of your isms. You have some sayings that you like to say, man. I wanted to share that a little bit with the world.
Yeah, so for myself and what kind of works for me is I come up with it with many things that kind of work for me. Mm-hmm. But the more and more I talk to my friends and the more and more I talk to people who really, know the ins and outs of Leaford, they like Leaf share with the world. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because to me it feels simple. Because I just do it kind of naturally.
It's you.
But I've been working on this ideology or this concept of belief, right? And my buddy Michael Powell came up with the name. It's Be Leaford, right? But it's belief. Mm-hmm. And with that, within the scope of that, what I'm wishing to create more so is a curriculum that people can adhere to and follow, right? Because we all need structure. Mm-hmm. We need foundation, right? You got that foundation that you're jumping off of, but you need the structure to keep you in line. So some of the things I live by is one of my things is called the theory of ICE.
ICE?
ICE. And many of the things that I'm going to speak of, I may be representing them, but I didn't create them myself. Because some of these things I didn't see. I would say stuff on Facebook, and I get my buddy Tori Holloman said, he said, Leaford, well, you said that. I said, damn, I didn't even notice. Right? Yeah. So that's why I believe in team. That's why I believe in community, right? Yeah. I don't get to take credit for all these things. I'm just kind of representing them, right? Yeah. So my theory of ICE is simple, right? But you have to be disciplined. The theory of ICE is anything you want to do in life, make sure you take incremental steps. Okay. Mm-hmm. You ain't got to take big steps. Just take incremental steps, right? But you have to be consistent in your strides. You got to you have to keep moving. Mm-hmm. And you got to have extreme focus.
Exactly.
And that's the most difficult part of this. You have to be extremely focused because you can't allow doubt to sit in. Yeah. You can't allow the questioners to make you question yourself. You can't allow people to gaslight you. Yeah. Right? Yep. And the way I tell people to do that is be a little arrogant, man. Yeah. Right? Walk around like you a little bit arrogant. Yeah. And it's not that you arrogant, it's just a shield. Yeah. Right? Because people don't say nothing to arrogant people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They say things to people they question. Yeah. People don't question confident people.
That's real.
They question insecure people. Mm-hmm. So I'd rather you call me arrogant than to call me depressed. Mm-hmm. You deal with it. I'm going to win anyway. So the theory of ICE, incremental steps, consistent strides, extreme focus. And that's what I really kind of live by, man. That's kind of like a test. I've been doing it. Yeah. But it codified itself to where I just shared it with the world. But I've been doing it.
I like
look back in my life, I've been doing this,
Yeah. I think it's dope. And, to what you were saying, believing in yourself, right? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people they'll look at you and you move in a certain way or you know what I'm saying, you overly confident within yourself, you know what I'm saying? And they like, oh, he arrogant and too arrogant. But at the end of the day, it's like, if you don't believe in yourself, ain't nobody gonna believe in you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be your biggest cheerleader at the end of the day because once again, if you don't believe in yourself, you can't expect nobody to say, hey, well, I think that he'll be or he'll do, you know what I'm saying? And that's important, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's the same way, you know what I'm saying? Like people that hate Kanye so much, you know what I'm saying? Because, he arrogant, he this, he that, but it's like the dude believe in himself and speak stuff into existence. You know what I'm saying? And people I don't agree with everything Kanye do.
Man, he's out there on one right now, yo.
Yeah, I mean, he wild. You know what I'm saying?
He in every news. Every time I turn on the news, Kanye got publicity. Yeah. And what they say about publicity, man.
Yeah, man. Look, all publicity is good publicity.
All publicity is good, but even bad publicity is good publicity. So Kanye's got something figured out. At least for now, he's riding the wave, and God bless that brother. We praying for that brother, man. I want him to be able to land on his feet. Whatever he's trying to do, I don't know what his goals are. I don't know what direction he's going. Yeah. But I'm praying for him. Yeah. And I want to make sure. So, I mean, speaking of Kanye, What you think about this dude right now, man?
Hey, hold on. Talk to us real, Lee.
Man.
Talk to us real, man.
This is my
we
belief
we gotta dive in on the Kanye.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Kanye, it's 3 different conversations with Kanye.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
You got a black conversation.
Y'all. Get your notepads, y'all.
Right? You got a
Leaford
black
speaking.
conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a general conversation.
Okay.
And you have a political conversation.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
That's a lot of talking to deal with one individual. So I'll just kind of make a collage of it.
Yeah.
What I think the world is not, and I'll speak of our community, because that's what we kind of dealing with, is a lot of people in our community don't understand strategy. So they're too premature in their judgment of things, because strategy is really supposed to be behind the scene, right? But due to the fact Kanye is such a polarizing figure, everything he does is in the public. So sometimes he has to self-correct. You got to fix the airplane in the air. And they're busy being critical of him trying to make it work. But while they criticizing him, they're getting marginalized at work.
Exactly.
While they out telling you how much money he make,
Yeah.
they going into foreclosure.
Telling you how much money Kanye makes.
Yeah. So
how
you know
much
what I mean?
he worth.
Yeah, real talk, especially men, because I have a very different expectation of men and women in society.
Yeah.
Period. Okay, so I don't really think men should have certain conversations. I don't know how much money you make. I don't know how much money you make.
That's right.
I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? I know we sitting at the table. That means we moving in the same direction.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. So with Kanye West, he does do some things
That's questionable.
that's questionable. We all do things that's questionable. It's just we not at the level yet.
Yeah, we don't get
Right?
scrutinized. on the
Kanye
same
West
level, right?
has done some deplorable stuff, but he's done some amazing things.
Oh, I heard he opened up a school today, and I was impressed by that.
Right.
Even though the school said they was closing down until next year in September,
Not
but
a
the fact he opened up a school was amazing to me. Like, what? You opened up a school? I never even heard about that, because I'm hearing so many other things
You
that the
won't
media's
hear
putting
about
out
that.
there.
You won't hear about that because those are positive things. So
Right.
The cold thing about the school is now he been open the school. He might have opened a new one, but he been had a school. I got a client that played for his school.
that's the Donda
Yeah,
Academy,
Donda-
right?
the Donda
Donda
Academy.
Academy.
No, that's probably the new one. He got one in Northridge.
I will.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's in Chatsworth. It's in
Chatsworth.
Chatsworth.
Oh,
yeah.
wow, that's information
It's
to
on
me.
Nordhoff
Shout out to
Place.
Kanye for that.
It's on Nordhoff Place off of Corbin, over by the district.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't got no schools open, so shout out to Kanye for that.
Here's the thing. Check it out. When you look at all these things across the board, everything that you watch, see what you could take. Right? The stuff that you don't want, leave it. Okay? I tell all black people, pay attention to what everybody do. I'm not mad at Jewish people saying that he said something was anti-Semitic. You are not valuable based on what you have. You're valuable based on what you tolerate. Black people tolerate too much.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't care if they can't cancel Kanye West if we embrace Kanye West. They can't. Do you understand how much money black people send in America? Kanye West is a vessel to create more businesses, and they worried about where he get his money. I don't care where you get your money.
Yep.
You know how I judge you? How you employ it.
Yep.
Okay, what that $1 billion represent is all these small businesses. What keep an economy strong? Small business, right? Man, there's so many things that we are underserviced in the black community, right? We don't have people in STEM. We don't have people in agriculture. We don't have people in aviation. We have nobody in law. No people in medicine. We do not participate in what they call the infrastructure of the world. We too busy trying to be entertainers. Okay, because if it was up to me, I would mandate that nobody could play sports for the next 5 years unless you were a blue chip athlete. Period, point blank. I will mandate that you can only watch television 2 to 3 hours a day. Period. Because those things and those images that we see, our people start to mimic them. So we're in a place now of we are being more critical of Kanye West as a black community than anybody else. They may say we're going to cancel you. We're going to cancel you. How can you cancel something? We created the culture.
Right.
Do you understand you need us just as much as you think we need you?
And that's where his perspective is. And then hold on a second. You about to cancel me, Adidas? You about to cancel me, Gap? You about to cancel me, whatever name goes behind whatever name it is?
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to leverage some kind of. They're not trying to hire me.
Yeah.
That means he does have value. He has a voice, and it's his turn.
Yeah.
I don't know about all the details, so I don't have an opinion.
Yeah.
But I know that guy's important. I know he's making some moves. He's getting a lot of people rich.
Well, I'm a Kanye fan, man. I'm
what's up.
gonna set it like
Shout
this.
out to Kanye.
You know what I'm saying?
What
Like
it is.
Kanye is one of my favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? Probably my second or third favorite artist of all time. But one thing I respect more than anything is the business. Because at the end of the day, Kanye's gonna do things that most of us not gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But he's also gonna push that line so that we have opportunity. You know what I'm saying? With people, a lot of us with our community, we scared to say certain things.
Yeah.
Say when he get on there, man, Jewish, but it sounds crazy. So people like, oh well, no, he shouldn't say that about the Jewish people. But in reality, once again, I don't agree with everything and approach. But at the same time, what is he really saying? Let's be real. What is he really saying? What he's saying is, Jewish people do things a certain way. They are the most successful.
Well, he said he admired
culture.
the way Jewish people work together. That's what it was. It was about his admiration for him.
Yeah.
That's what I got out of the conversation.
Yeah. And it's like, you look at Jewish people stick together, but there's a reason why they the most successful. You know what I'm saying? When you really look at all cultures, they are the most successful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to what he was saying is, look, we gotta, as black people, we gotta sit there and have the same type of vibe that they got with each other. Because with us, we so quick to be like, hey, I got it, watch out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I know about this, watch out. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm the one that's winning, watch out.
That's true, but I think we got to be very mindful in what we convey. That's a very contextual conversation, right? As black people, man, we have to have a sense of urgency because we're in a place of what they call triage. Everything's important. Everything is imminent to us because we don't control anything.
Yeah.
Okay? And there's too many people that are representing us that are not us. Right? They look like us, but they're not us. They have different cultural values. You understand what I'm saying? And these things are important. So I don't really have time in my life to really hate nobody because I'm too focused on me, and time is finite.
Exactly.
Okay? Time is finite, man. And this time is like a real life hourglass. So I would say to kind of look at the Kanye West thing and see what you can learn from it.
Yeah.
Okay, so while the time you sit here criticizing, because the fact of the matter is, the biggest critics are usually the biggest losers.
Exactly.
Right? So you got certain kind of critics.
Say that one more time.
The biggest critics are usually the biggest losers.
Yeah.
That's what it is, but check it. Me and my buddies, we live by what we call the policy of the CCL. You know what that is? You can criticize me, and you can criticize me, and you can condemn me if you choose, right? As long as you love me. Right? So that's the thing, man. If we're criticizing and chastising one another because we love each other, we're going to create a better product. The one thing that we struggle with is we have too many civil discourses in the public eye, and these things are behind closed doors. So I don't like that part of it. That's the whole. I don't like to call people coons and sellout. I'm very hesitant in using that because those are words.
That hasn't been said on this show.
And because we shouldn't dismiss people like that. We really shouldn't. You got to really do some deplorable stuff to be called that, right? So with the Kanye West, man, I'm gonna tell people like this, especially people that look like us. We 48 million strong. We're about 13.6% of the American population. We spend more money than 16 nations worldwide.
Don't remind me.
Don't tell me what we don't have power. It's power and collectivity. And ride with this quote. I wrote this quote. It's collective goals, individual steps, unique journeys, same destination.
Exactly.
Right?
Jim drop. Boop.
That's how we got to roll, man.
Big Leaf.
It's togetherness. It's collectiveness.
That's what it's all about. That's what this podcast is about. We bring people together just to talk like this, man. It's this what this platform is about.
Exactly.
About us bringing us together, because there's no real voice for just us and how we roll and how we think.
Yeah. And I think if you don't take nothing else from what we doing up here, as well as what Kanye doing, if you don't take nothing else, take the fact that, as he just said, it's about us sticking together. It's about spreading the game. It ain't about tucking the game. It's about spreading the game. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't take nothing else from Ye, just take the fact that he giving you and telling you what the wealthiest communities do. You know what I'm saying? It's because you can only speak when you're at a certain level.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Ron can get on here and talk about lending because he's at a certain level. You know what I'm saying? I can get on and talk about credit because I'm at a certain level. Leaf can get on and talk about business. He's at a certain level. So if you take nothing else, just take, hey, look, they don't gotta say nothing. You know what I'm saying? But they sitting there saying, hey, look, I've done this, I've accomplished this. But once again, it ain't about me. It's about giving it to the community so everybody can have it.
Yeah, and I commend Kanye because he's on a certain level and he knows the risk. He knows when he opens his mouth, there's a risk of somebody pulling out or him losing business. He knows that. At this point, he doesn't care because he's not controlled by the finance part of it anymore.
But you know what's crazy?
He was trying to lose that.
Here's the thing: what people don't get. You're at risk when you're silent. Okay, You are complicit in your silence. You're a coward, actually, when you're silent, right?
So we seeing it.
Yeah, so we can speak of the Kanye West, right? But if we can talk, that's one black guy that's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Why don't we know about Reginald Lewis? Go look at the deals that Reginald Lewis closed and died at 50 years old, and go look at what he was able to do. Go look at AJ Gaston, right? The problem with our people is we always have got this one person to celebrate, like it's not plenty of us. It's many of us, man, right? We can sit here now and they'll say, well, what qualify y'all to have conversations like this? You know what I look them in the eye and say? Results. That's what qualifies results. Exactly. You're not going to see my bank account. I'm not going to show you where I live. I'm not going to do anything pretentious. You ain't seeing no cars and no nothing, right? But check it out. That synthetic confidence you think you got, that shit will be diminished with this organic dedication and commitment. You can fake it. This is not Instagram, baby. This shit is real. And this is the real world that we live in. So again, to Kanye West, while y'all criticizing him, get behind him. And it makes no sense to say, well, I don't agree with everything he say. I don't agree with everything I say. We know that ain't nobody perfect. So why do we say these things? Right? If you ain't with it, get off the fence and be quiet.
And so many people miss the message. So many people worry about the particulars. Listen to the whole message. What's the message? We don't own enough shit.
That's what
That's why we ain't got shit. It's very simple. It's not complicated. But he said, he got the White Lives Matter shirt on, so we don't own enough. That's why we don't have enough.
We are
it's
always
very simple.
Distracted,
you know
y'all. Anytime y'all see somebody going to the left, look to the right. Let's get out of this. Just follow. What's the T-shirt? What's a hat? Huh? A T-shirt, a hat. Let's look at the real deal. How we living? How's the money coming our direction? What do we own? What do we produce? Do we have grocery stores? Do we have hospitals? Do we have banks? Do we have industries that we control and we run? Who are we and what are we worth? Ask your question. Ask that question to yourself. Who is us as a people are we worth? Who makes this hat? Who makes this T-shirt? Is it a black-owned company? Who makes these microphones? Who makes this camera? Who owns the YouTube channel y'all see us on?
For real. For real.
Think about it.
Ownership, man.
Let's start thinking about things a little deeper than the surface, y'all. Let's get off of this.
Here's the thing. You know what's crazy? We having that conversation in 2022.
I know.
We're going backwards, okay? You got to understand, our community is going backwards. Again, with Kanye West, he's a polarizing figure. Okay? I'm in no position, I have no desire, and I will not over-criticize him.
That's right.
I look at Kanye West like this. I always tell people in black business, all black businesses are over-criticized because there's not enough options. So you go to that black business and you expect this consolidated experience, best customer service, best food, the most beautiful waitresses, the most punctual this and that, right?
Uh-oh, you forgot something. Cheapest prices.
The cheapest prices.
How
so
the
you
hell
obviously marginalizing something that you want to be excellent, right?
How we
and
gonna
then
do
you
that?
go somewhere else because you have options. You don't even write a review. You go to the black restaurant, you in there talking about my mama could cook the chicken better and she did this. Bro, you cannot do that if you expect growth. But if the people that went in that restaurant saw themselves a part of the restaurant and they saw togetherness, then they would not be as critical, because people that we know don't have insight and they don't criticize themselves as much as they criticize somebody else.
Preach, bro.
That's just natural. That's just laws of nature. Like that's how the brain works. You know.
It's called programming. That's how we program.
And it's,
Even TV shows are called programs because we're all programmed. And we got to get out of that.
And who watch the most TV?
Our people.
Okay. Who on the internet more looking at entertainment?
People who have time. People who don't have jobs.
Our people. We gonna be very unapologetic.
People don't have jobs. People who have time to look at the internet.
We have to be very unapologetic about this, because if I'm going to be unapologetic in celebration, I'm going to be unapologetic in criticism. And if I love you, I got the right to criticize you.
Continue to preach.
Right? We waste too much time doing insignificant things.
Oh my God.
And we want to be celebrated for guppy shit, but we swimming with sharks.
Exactly.
We getting ate up.
Exactly.
Right? We're losing in all capacities.
Every day.
So I'm hoping that people take from a Kanye West, you know what, there's opportunity out there. If I never said Kanye West was a genius, I don't believe in none of that. But this is what I will say: he's a fucking rebel. He ain't no coward. Right? And he was able to sell y'all some ugly shoes. Millions of them.
And y'all's wearing them. What they call?
Hey, man, I don't own a pair of Yeezys, but I like them.
And that's cool.
I don't own a pair.
I ain't mad.
1 out of 3.
And millions of people
I
like
them. They cool.
Millions of people like them.
And I'm not criticizing those people. They like them, but there's 1 out of 3 on right here. So 1 out of, say if it was a million of us, then that would be 33. Will be 333,000 people wearing them shoes.
And you know what's crazy? It's crazy how they'll say, well, Adidas is going to cancel him. How you canceling somebody who brought your company back? Well, nobody wearing Adidas.
They were about to go bankrupt. I saw
nobody wearing Adidas.
Russell Simmons was saying they was about to go bankrupt before he signed that deal.
Who was wearing Adidas, bro? So what I'm saying is all those people that buy Adidas now, because we are influential culture-wise.
Understand?
How about we start wearing Adidas?
Exactly.
How about we take all our money and go buy Master P stuff?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. How about we want to question his stuff but buy Balenciaga? All that shit ugly, right? So my thing is, let's take all of our money and go buy his stuff.
Let's just start thinking black people.
Yeah.
Take care of your own first.
Yeah. Take care of your family first.
Yeah. Look, and it's about having yours. You know what I'm saying? Having your own, owning your own. You know what I'm saying? Because while some people don't wear them, some people wear them. The fact of the matter is, this man took his idea and said, "Look, I'm gonna do this, and it's my product." You know what I'm saying? And as Master P always say, have product. You know what I'm saying? Have product. Own your own stuff. Buy property. Have product. You know what I'm saying? The two most important things, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Outside of credit is what? Having product and owning land. Owning property. Owning real assets. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if it's a shoe, it's a shoe. If it's a shirt, it's a shirt. Yeah. If it's a property, it's a property. But the fact of the matter is you own something, you know what I'm saying, that you can have forever. You can pass down to your kids.
You know what?
They can pass down to their kids.
I commend Kanye. I just get him now. It just struck a chord. Yeah. Guess what? Guess who we talking about?
Talking about us, man.
Outside of us, though, who are we talking about as an individual?
Yeah, we talking about Kanye.
Guess who Kanye talking about?
Dame Dash. I think Kanye West is spit on Dame Dash.
He ain't talking about you or me right now.
Yeah. Right.
So we talking about him. The world is talking about him. Yeah. And we said at the start of the show, publicity is publicity.
Exactly.
That means he's the smartest man in the room. Exactly. Because he's relevant. And Trump did the same thing, and he's following that same path.
Exactly.
So shouts out to smart people, man. That's all I got to say with that.
Mm-hmm. And I want to say, like, you know, it takes a lot, and people should start doing that. You know what I'm saying? Drop your nuts a little more. It's okay to run across, you know what I'm saying, and bust doors open. Run over that hill when other people not running over that hill. You know what I'm saying? But when you run over that hill, understand that you're seeing things that other people ain't seen.
Yeah.
So the fact of the matter is, when you talk about the way the cat act, I don't blame him, because at the end of the day, if you running over the hill, you know what I'm saying, and you the only cat running over the hill to bust to you know what I'm saying, to fight before anybody else fight, you're gonna run into certain things. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about
resentment, you know, you're gonna run into resentment, especially when you're dealing with other people. When you out of line. When you ain't supposed to be over here.
Exactly.
Well, I'll say this too. When you're a pioneer, you get slaughtered. It's the settlers that flourish. Mm-hmm. So Kanye West will bust a lot of doors open.
Bam.
Right? And he'll get slaughtered. It's like the wedge buster in football. He probably got CTE. But I was running kickoff returns back.
Yeah.
As long as the person to get the reward, pay homage to the person who created them an opportunity, then you win.
That's what's up.
Okay? If you worried about dying, and if you worried about losing, you'll never have an opportunity of true victory. Yeah. So what Kanye West is doing, I don't know his strategy. But I know this, though, he's operating out of a belief system. Mm-hmm. He really do believe in what he's doing and saying, regardless of how asinine it sounds to us. Yeah. He believes in it. You know why? And you know why it worked? Because he believes in it.
Yeah.
And he's not distracted at all. It looked wild to us, but he really do 100% believe in it. So,
but I do have to bring one point up, though, because some of the things that he says sometimes, like slavery was a choice, those are some things that kind of throw me off.
That was clickbait, though.
Is that what we call it?
Yeah. I mean, it was clickbait because he explained it.
Yeah, I think he does stuff. And I read Rick Ross's book, right? And Rick Ross was like, man, I kept hearing about Kanye. You know what I'm saying? I had to pulled up on him. He said, I pulled up on him at the ranch. You know what I'm saying? He was walking around saying, what can I post on Twitter that's going to make people go crazy so that I can drop this project that we working on right now? Granted, once again, do I agree with everything? You know what I'm saying? No. Do I think that he does have it is something that's going on within itself?
Right.
Is it something, you know what I'm saying, where it's, you know, in his head where something's going on? 1,000%. Mm-hmm. But it's a mixture of that and I want to sit there and ruffle some feathers.
Let me ask this question, right? Because it's so easy to exploit an individual.
Yeah,
why are we not asking this about Sony? Why are we not asking this about BET? Why don't we ask this about CBS? They strategically exploit us every single day.
Every day.
Did you see the BET Awards? If that's not the most deplorable thing you've seen on the face of the planet, then what? Nobody questioned them. They said the show was creative. It was entertaining. Really?
Really? Is that what we're doing?
Because the thing is, we've been conditioned to destroy individuals because we're afraid of structures.
Everybody dropping it like it's hot though, man. Everybody.
Come on, man.
Everybody.
Come on, look at what they promoting.
Everybody dropping it like it's hot.
Look at what they
Everybody is cool every now and again if you had a strip club with a handful of ones, but do we got to see it on public TV with the family
every
show?
Time. It's supposed to be kids friendly.
My mama, my kid. I can't even watch that show no more with my mom and my kid.
Come on, bro.
Everything, and it's okay. Nobody talking about it. Nah, not everybody need to drop it like it's hot either, man.
I mean, look.
Not everybody. I mean,
man.
We can go. Everything has its place, but is it supposed to be on the main TV at 8 p.m. at night? So and he's right. So some of the things are not being checked.
Yeah, we just don't have a lot of gatekeepers.
Yeah,
we don't have strenuous gatekeepers within our community, so we allow too many things, right?
We allow everything.
Yeah, that's why people are like, "Oh my God, they tripping because he said that." That's just how particular they are, right? We in there. If I said, "Hey man, don't let nobody in this club sagging," our gatekeeper over there like, "Well, that's the homie. I'm gonna let him in." And then he let 4 people in, and in 5 weeks, everybody in here sagging. He changed the culture.
Yeah.
And then too, right? And if somebody tripping, right? If your brother is tripping, right? And then you got real love for him. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on in that man's head neither. You know what I'm saying?
Mental health.
If you got real love going on
mental
with him,
health.
you know what I'm saying? You got to check on your peoples. Like it's like Dame Dash says, it's like y'all so quick to, you know what I'm saying? He already came out and said, yo, ain't something wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, because mental health is a real thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you love a person, go check on them and understand, like once again, like I said, if you the only cat, if you the first cat that's running over there, like he said, you running the ball, and you getting hit constantly, and you the first cat getting hit, getting piled on, CT ain't gonna come about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't, if we know that Kanye is one of the pioneers, you know what I'm saying? He may not be like a Jay-Z, for example, where he got to that level and, you know what I'm saying, he was able to keep his sanity.
He's surrounded. Let me ask you a question, because people use this term a lot. Go check on them. What does that term mean? How does that look when you go check on someone? So maybe we need to explain to our audience what that looks like. Like if you had to go check on somebody, can you walk me through that step?
Yeah.
Without offending them, what's go check on them look like?
For me, I'm just pulling up. It ain't gonna be no, if I'm really concerned, I'm pulling up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull up on you. Yo, you good? You need something? What's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? I wanna know what the logic is behind it.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with
you.
You
Know what I'm saying?
If I'm going through it and you pull up on me and you ask me what's going on, what do you think my response is gonna be?
I'm cool.
Yeah. What do you think my response is gonna be?
You might say you cool, but I think that.
So how do we get past? That's my question.
Yeah.
Because like I'm listening to you and I'm picturing myself, because sometimes I go through it. I'm crazy too. Everybody crazy. Yeah. But if you pulled up on me and you came to my home and asked me what's up, I'm gonna be like, I'm cool, dog. Everything's good. And my posture would be normal for the next hour or a half hour, however long we're in front of each other. Yeah. But how do you really, really pull up and check on a person? Like, is there any other tools you can give us? Because I think you said you had something going on.
Yeah.
And within your immediate, scope of people.
Yeah. I think it's consistent conversation. You know what I'm saying? Consistent conversation and time more than anything.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So continue to pull up.
Yeah, because I got a family member, you know what I'm saying, that's going through something that's similar, right? And I'm like, look, like we have conversations. We've been having conversations for years upon years upon years. And for so long, I'm like, man, I ain't talking to dude no more.
So you just cut them off.
I ain't, for a long time. Sometimes. And even now, I still go through it like, man, I ain't messing with dude. But at the same time, if you love that person, pull up constantly. You good? Hey, boom. Because it's never too late until a person's gone.
Yeah. Well, I saw something on I'm sorry that I don't remember the name of the person, but Big Sean had reached out to one of these rappers. It was somebody, he didn't want to be here no more. He didn't love himself. And I'm hearing more and more of us get more comfortable about talking about mental health, and I think it's important. Yeah. I'm hearing it pretty much on a daily basis. Like we're finally admitting, people are crazy or people have mental issues. Mm-hmm. I just want to know the tools, because I have family members too who I need to pull up on, but I'll be honest, I don't know what to say without being cliche. If you're all right, you good, or throwing some money at somebody. like, how do you really get real support at this point?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, being vulnerable is really all about trust, right? And I believe that we have a very unique experience here as Black people in general, here in these Americas. You know, it's very unique. But to be vulnerable is already just difficult as a man, regardless of what race you are.
Yeah.
Because, you know, everything is supposed to be built on our shoulders. If you're supposed to be the strength, you don't have time to take a break, bro. Mm. It's like being a man is like having a mild headache every day of your life, right? It ain't never over the top, but every day, and that headache is annoying, man. So I think you already got so much on your shoulder, and the higher you want to achieve, the bigger the headache.
Wow.
Right?
Great analogy.
See, the higher that you want to achieve, the bigger the responsibility.
Yeah.
Right? It's easy to sit on the ocean's bed. It's difficult to stay afloat. Your shoulder's gonna hurt, baby. Right? So I think you have to find a place, and you got to have a covenant, and you got to find those group of people. Because as a man, what you don't want to do is be recklessly vulnerable. Because you will look weak to the world, and things that look weak will not be respected, and things that are not respected will not be followed.
Yeah.
You will have no influence, right? So we got to be very mindful in how we do things. Even then, you got to be strategic to be vulnerable, right? So I would just say, man, find you a group, man. I got a great group of friends. I think I got the best friends. Honestly, my friend's better than yours. Truly, that's really what I believe.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's really what I believe. And when I say friend, I mean it. Your friend is the closest thing to you. They deeper than your family members and all that. You hand selected these motherfuckers. Man, I got some wonderful friends, man. I have some friends, if you heard us talk to one another and the way I've been able to be vulnerable with them, but if you heard them criticize me, man. I had a buddy call me from Miami one day, my boy Bo, man. This dude was super critical of me. You know what I did? I shut up and listened. But you know what it did? It expedited my growth. And when I grew and I won, you know who the first person at that finish line was? This motherfucker give me a high five like I told you. You understand what I mean? So
that's what's up.
We need to be in a place where we can be celebrated first.
Yeah.
And when we're able to be celebrated, we can then be criticized.
Yeah.
Right? And then when we're able to be criticized, because that makes us stronger, we can then be vulnerable because you know we can trust that person, man.
Yeah.
But when you're walking around every day questioning people, it's going to be very difficult to be vulnerable. Yeah. You tell your woman that you feel a certain way, she look at you like you weak. You tell the homies and they laugh at you. Man, you creating a savage, man.
Yeah.
You going to create a savage. And you ready?
Yeah.
When he unleashed that savagery, then everybody like he over-responded. But you ready?
Yeah.
They contributed to it.
Yeah, we just now learned that side, though, man.
They contributed to it.
It's so funny what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying, and we're so new as Black males, as being able to emotionally talk to each other and really confront each other and really console each other. Like we would get so mad, we were so hot-headed, everybody's ready to fight. Oh, you said this about me, whoop, whoop, whoop. And we ready to box it out. But sometimes it's good to have that friend. I got a best friend, man, and he'll tell me all the time, man, hey, dog, I'm with you, but you know you wrong. You know, one of my best boys, Chris G. We grew up together, man. One of my best dogs ever. Shout out to Big Chris. But he'll tell me, man, hey, I'm with you. I'm going to ride with you, but you wrong. And he's told me that plenty of times. And anytime he had that talk with me, I knew he was being serious. Because we didn't call each other out a lot. Yeah. And anytime I told him, hey, see, you wrong. Yeah. He looked at me like, all right, man. And we wouldn't fight about it because we trusted each other enough to know that we didn't use that word often amongst each other. I got some buddies tell me I'm wrong all the time. Got girlfriends tell me I'm wrong all the time. Goes over my head. I don't hear them talking. Yeah. But certain people in your clique, certain friends. If Leaf told me I was wrong, I say, man, I apologize. You know, we've had talks where you said I was wrong. You know, in some life experiences. Right. You've had some things where you might have said something to me. I trust y'all, and I'll sit down and humble myself. I'll say, man, if I did something that was wrong or hurt you, man, my bad. Yeah. Because being apologetic shows realness, and it shows that you care. You don't want to wipe off. You know, you don't want to just wipe past someone's personal, emotional feelings towards you.
I think what happens too, man, is I always tell people. I hate that we're in a society where people are like, I don't need. First off, where there's not necessity, somebody's getting taken for granted. Every relationship should be anchored in necessity. Okay? You got necessity, you got desire, you got expectation. All right? We all got on name brand shoes right now. Okay? Those are desires. Yeah. And we warm enough to now we expect to have a certain kind of shoe.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, if they ran out of those things, we'll be wearing whatever shoes we can.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like they
anchor
do in
everything
Africa.
in necessity. It's the most respected, the most valuable thing on the face of the earth. It does not allow you to be disingenuous.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we should not speak bad on necessity when we get to a place of living. Most people are surviving, bro. Right? And they glorify the survival. But you want to know when you really living? When your sacrifices start looking like success. Mm-hmm. Right? When that process start feeling like the goal. And they clapping, right? And you like, shit, this still the rough draft, man. Yeah. We just started, baby. Yeah. It's the rough draft.
That's what's up, man.
So we all rough drafts, meaning that we constantly working.
Yeah.
You know, we constantly got something to bring. Yeah. But we have to believe in what it is we do. Yeah. Or we're going to give a mediocre product or service to the world. And I think that that's unfair.
Yeah.
No, it's real.
Stuff,
and believing, you know, like you said, believing in what you do and keeping a tight circle. You know what I'm saying? Iron sharpen iron.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Keep people around you in your circle that's going to push you to be the best that you can be.
Yeah.
I posted something on my Instagram the other day, and it's like, look, if we can't push each other, if we ain't getting money together, we ain't building each other up, I don't even want to be around you. Yeah. And it ain't, you know what I'm saying? You can take it however you want to take it. Yeah. I done lost many friends, and it's like, take it how you want to take it. But the fact of the matter is, if you not pushing and you not pushing me to be the best that I can be, and I can't push you to be the best that you can be, I don't have time to be playing with you, with anybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's what it's about, is us pushing each other. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Us understanding what somebody go through. Because as a man, like you said, it's hard to get up every day and push. I understand why people have, you know what I'm saying, anxiety, or they have, you know what I'm saying, mental issues and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's hard to get up every single day and fight the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Especially being a black person.
Yeah, you getting
I'm
up
not
every
gonna
day
even
fighting.
sugarcoat. It's different. Yeah. We have a different walk than most races because we came over here without agreeing to come over here. Mm-hmm. You know, needless to be said, we didn't agree to this. Yeah. And then now we're stuck. Yeah. And then this is what we make the best of it. And I appreciate you brothers, man, for being strong and standing up and having sound mental decisions that you've made. Yeah. You know, down even to coming down today to the show, man. And I just commend you two brothers, man. Y'all some good cats, man. This is a good conversation.
We still working, man.
We all work in progress.
I will say this, because I know we want to conclude it, is whenever you walk into a room, we have too many deficits in rooms that we walk in, because people walk in and looking for things to take. Walk in and contribute, man. Leave something. Mm-hmm. And if you don't need nothing, don't take nothing. But make sure you leave something, right? Yeah. You have to be willing to contribute. Yeah. Right? Yeah. If you're not willing to contribute, we're going to operate in a deficit, and that's a place of survival, and we will be our own demise. Mic
drop.
So that's just what it is.
That's what's up,
like you said, add value, right? That's what it's about. Yeah. It ain't about getting in the room. Oh, well, let's play PS. Look, add what value adding in any room, in every room that you in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, make sure that you got something to add. If you don't feel like you got something to add, you got to sit there with yourself and work on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And get around people that's doing things. That goes back to the circle, right? Get around people that's doing things that influence you to where you can add something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Contribute something in life. That's what it's about. It ain't about getting money and just hopping in the Ferrari and running around and got the chain and the watch on.
That's not real, though. You know that's not real. And I'll be honest with you guys. I could tell you straight up, I've had the Ferraris. I had the chains. I've had the big houses. I'll be honest, I've had it, and I'm not even a rapper. Mm-hmm. And it didn't fulfill my life. Mm-hmm. I'm more fulfilled now as an older person living average or getting a few deals done, taking care of business amongst my peers than I ever have been. Yeah. You know, I've had the stuff, and it doesn't make you. Yeah. Actually, you feel pretty hollow, because when you can't produce that Ferrari, because that's a $4,400 note or a $250,000 purchase, who wants to spend that kind of money on a depreciation asset? Mm-hmm. It makes no sense anyway. Mm-hmm. You know, what else can I do with that $250,000? Yeah. Can I open a school? We talking about Kanye. Can I open a school? Can I pay for someone's college? Can I help a child get out of the hospital? You know, that's kind of where I'm going with my life now, man. Yeah. Who cares what a car or jewels or fake watches is going to do? Half these watches and jewelers know that these rappers don't know what they wearing anyway. Mm-hmm. Let's get out of that.
You want to get a real introspective way of looking at self?
What's that, brother?
Write your own obituary.
Ooh.
Yeah. Write your own obituary.
Yeah.
And if all they had to say was he had this car, he went to this house, baby, you didn't do shit while you was here, man.
Yeah.
Period.
Open up a school, y'all.
And y'all see, like, and we spoke on Kanye, right? And I wanna end it with this. Don't be afraid to be the one that stand out to run over that hill, you know what I'm saying, and figure out what's over there. You know what I'm saying?
Pioneer.
Because at the end of the day, we need people like that that's going to do that, that's not afraid to go and hop out there and go do that.
Martin Luther King.
But one thing, though, when you go and run over that hill,
Malcolm X.
Bring the game back to your people. You know what I'm saying? Bring the game back to your people. Make your people stronger. You know what I'm saying? Make your circle stronger.
That's what's
and
up.
Give it back. And at the end of the day, that's what this podcast is about, is running over that hill, you know what I'm saying, bringing it back. As I said, you know what I'm saying, like, people look at credit and just they look at it from a small perspective.
Right.
Now, understanding, look, it's about somebody running over that hill to say, hey, look, this is what helps. You know what I'm saying? This is what helps, and that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? Ron with the loans, that's his thing. I ran over this hill, and I'm like, I'm gonna bring it back to the people. Right. Because on the other side, you start seeing certain things. Cats is not working every day for the dollar. They saying, look, I'm gonna get access and bring it back to the people. We're gonna cop assets, and we're gonna make sure that our people know how to cop these assets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And build it for your people. So it's not about a dollar. It's not about, as you said, hopping in a Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? It's about grabbing these assets, giving the game to your people, passing it down.
Yeah.
So now this next generation got it.
And they can do better.
Yeah, now your young homies got it. They can do better. Pass it down again. Now they young homies got it. They kids got it. They
gotta invest in ourselves, y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
And we gotta stop celebrating boss bitches and real niggas.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they can say what they want, and they can be offended. Look at me, I'm looking right at you, because I'll tell you to your face.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't no boss bitch because you don't want to pick the invoice up.
Yeah.
And you ain't no real nigga because don't nobody respect you that's respectable anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know, you got to look at it like that. And I say that unapologetically because those things are one of the number one contributing factors to the demise of the black community. Mm-hmm. We're celebrating things that are sinking ships. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right?
Depreciating assets.
Period. Y'all. They're not even assets. Mm-hmm. Not even an asset.
Yeah.
It's not even, because at some point asset had value. Yeah. These things are deplorable. Yeah. Right? So that's the real cool shit in our community. Yeah. And I said it.
Man, Leaf. Thanks for coming, bro. I don't think it's nothing else needed to be said, man. Man, you know.
Hey, man, another amazing episode. Yeah. Another amazing episode, man. Dropped it. Pew, pew, pew. Another amazing episode, man. You know, it's always a great conversation with Leaf, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. We just happened to put this one on camera.
Yeah, this is raw footage, y'all. Y'all just catch this raw. Yeah. I mean, as usual, man, Dre's here for the credit. You know, I'm here for the loans. Leaf is here for some business stuff. We're gonna drop our little stuff here, man. If y'all ever want to catch this cat, how can they catch you up?
Man, y'all know, man. Y'all know, man. Hey, Polk Enterprises, man. Y'all know, man. Look, get in position. Mm-hmm. Get in position. I'll sit down with you.
Get your credit right.
Come by the office. It's all about credibility. If you ain't credible, people, you know what I'm saying? The banks ain't messing with you. You know what I'm saying? But the banks got it to lend. Take the money, go start something. Go own something. Take money and go buy something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not your Balenciaga, not your Gucci. Cool. No, that's cool. Yeah. But go buy something that's gonna bring your whole family some cheese. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You might go borrow $100,000. You know what I'm saying? Take that. Now you got $5,000 a month coming in, but you ain't gotta do nothing for it. Yeah. That's real wealth. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know where to find me, man. At Polk Enterprises. Get your credit right, man. You already know I'll get you qualified, man.
That's what's up. What's up? Leaf. If they wanted to email you or catch up with you on Insta, how can they catch you?
You can check me out on Instagram. I'm at Ben_grinding 1977. We building a little special thing over there called Be Leaf. So I do a variety of things, but we're gonna focus on the energy and the mindset. I'm a big believer in that. If your mindset ain't right, ain't nothing gonna happen. So let's get the mindset right, get that commitment right. And let's do it together, man. You got a teammate with the Leaf, man.
Come on,
come hang out.
One more time, that IG. One more time, real slow.
IG is Ben.
BEN.
BEEN _grinding 1977.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Mm-hmm. Y'all know me, Ron Cunningham with Real Quest Realty Corp. My IG is Real Quest Realty Corp. Y'all, if y'all ever want to hit me up, I DM me, whatever the case is, and I'll help you get that loan closed, y'all. We still in the game. Yeah. We trying to do something to help everybody.
Yeah. And it's making dollars and cents. Y'all know what it is. Yeah. Another one.
That's what's up.